This video is about practice with the unit circle angles, common angles. The key to solving problems with the unit circle common angles, those 16 common angles, is first off being able to identify the coordinates. So if we have a real number t and we just choose one of the unit circle angles, let's just say pi over 6, then identifying those coordinates for that angle, let's draw a little unit circle here, best I can do for now. This is where pi over 6 lies. Its terminal side looks like that. And the coordinates for this point on the unit circle, again, pi over 6 is how long that arc is. The coordinates are root 3 over 2, 1/2. And that's just give the first few problems and the practice problems are just find the point that corresponds to that. So another one might be t equals 4 pi over 3. The numerator is one more than the denominator here, or the numbers. So this is in the third quadrant. It's this angle down, kind of down here. And what we're talking about, 4 pi over 3, I don't know exactly how long that is as a real number, but it's, as a decimal, but that's the angle. Here's the terminal side. The coordinates to that are negative 1/2, negative square root of 3 over 2. And that's just a skill that you want to have. What are the coordinates that go with that? And again, negative 1/2, negative root 3 over 2. Now, how do we apply that? We apply that in this way. The next problem, number 3 says, if possible, find the sine, cosine, and tangent of the real number. So let's say we wanted to find the sine of 4 pi over 3. Well, from the definition, we said, the sine is the y value when this is a point on the unit circle, and that's what we've got. So the sine is negative square root of 3 over 2. The cosine of 4 pi over 3 would be this x value. That's negative 1/2. And then the tangent for this real number, 4 pi over 3, is equal to the y, or the sine. The sine is this value, divided by the cosine. So it's really negative root 3 over 2 divided by negative 1/2. Now, we talked about how you do this complex division of a complex number. Negative square root of 3 over 2 divided by negative 1/2 is the same as multiplying by a reciprocal, and this was a -1. The 2's cancel, and what we get is -√3 over -1, but that's +√3. So the answer here is +√3. And notice that terminal side has a positive slope, and so that makes sense. The tangent is a positive number, and the tangent of an angle which falls in the third quadrant, tangents are positive in the third quadrant. So let's just do one more problem here, similar to that, but without drawing the unit circle. Let's say we want to find if possible, all six trig functions of the real number. So let's say we want to say the real number is pi/2. Well, the coordinates for pi/2, do this real quick. The coordinates for pi/2 we know is there, are 0, 1. So we know that this is our point, 0, 1. So the sine of pi/2 is equal to 1. The cosine of pi/2 is equal to 0. The tangent of pi/2 is equal to the sine divided by the cosine. Well, that's not possible. 1 divided by 0 is undefined. Can't have 0 in the denominator, so we just say this is undefined. Now, the reciprocal functions, the cosecant of pi/2 is also 1. 1 over 1, or the reciprocal of 1 is 1. The product of 1 and 1 is 1, so fine. Okay. The secant of pi/2, well, I have to do a reciprocal of 0, which again is this kind of, I'm trying to do 1 over 0, or find a number that who's with 0. 0 times something has to equal 1. And there just isn't anything like that. That is undefined. And for the tangent, or the cotangent, reciprocal of the tangent, the cotangent of pi/2 is 0. So, hope that makes sense.